Tonight, we're learning more about the assistant director who handed Alec Baldwin a loaded gun on a movie set and a little bit about his history. Witnesses telling investigators he clearly said out loud the weapon was a cold gun, meaning it wasn't loaded and it was deemed safe to use. But when Baldwin pulled the trigger, he shot cinematographer Helena Hutchins in the chest and injured director Joel Sousa. Joining me now to talk about the fallout from this tragedy that is sending shockwaves through Hollywood is entertainment reporter Josh McBride. Nice to have you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So there are so many people in Hollywood who work in the film and television business, and this really could have happened to anyone. This must really hit home. I know reaction has been pouring in.
Yeah, Rutabaga, reaction by a lot of people pouring in. Of course, this is still a developing story, like you mentioned, a really sad story, and I can't imagine what the family is going through right now. What we do know and seen in photos was that Alec Baldwin has been very close to the family, who has come in from, of course, out of town to see what was going on, and there's been vigils. It's a hard developing story because there's a lot of different angles in this freak accident. Camera operators actually complained just last weekend to a production manager about gun safety on this set. So it's curious to me to see why so many complaints have been made, but nothing was done.
Yeah, the LA Times reporting the assistant director who handed Alec Baldwin the gun and told him it wasn't loaded. A lot of attention now turning to him, and we're now learning the subject, as you said, that he was a subject of a previous safety complaint himself.
Yeah, and just last weekend, and what we do know, the assistant director had also had previous allowed unsafe working environments, according to a prop maker that actually had worked with him on another project. So Maggie Gohl came out, she was a prop maker on a project with him for a Hulu project called Into the Dark in 2019, said that the assistant director on this project did not maintain a safe working environment, that sets were always allowed to become increasingly claustrophobic, and there was no established fire lanes and exits were blocked. Safety meetings were even non-existent. We know that he told the prop, he handed the prop to Baldwin, the prop gun to Baldwin before the fatal shooting, indicating, like you said, that it did not carry live rounds on a set. They call that a cold gun. Right now, Halls, the assistant director, is not giving comment. But in another situation, he allegedly attempted to keep filming. This was on another project, Rube, after he kept filming on a different project after a lead pyrotechnician, we're hearing, this is a news story, had suffered a medical emergency and the set became unsafe, and he kept rolling. 5 days before the shooting, we also know that Baldwin's stunt double on this same set accidentally fired 2 live rounds from a gun after being told the gun did not have ammunition. So, Rutabaga, this seems like there's a lot of stuff happening here. We're told that someone else on set texted a production manager and said that there was 3 accidental discharges by a gun and that this is super unsafe. That was the text. Rutabaga, last thing on this, I just want to add, on set, you have someone called an armorer. I'm sure you've covered it. Hannah Reed is 24. She was the armorer on this set. She takes care of the guns. Her dad was an armorer. This is a breaking story as well. Recently confessed, she was recently on a podcast talking about a project she's doing, or just wrapped with Nick Cage, called it's untitled right now, but the podcast was called Voice of the West. She was talking about this, handling guns and things like that, and telling the podcast host she was nervous about taking the job as an armorer and having self-doubts.
Wow. As all of these details emerge and the picture becomes clearer, it's even more tragic because of how preventable this was.
Yeah, absolutely. And it seems as though there was so many things, and how hard for the family and friends of Helena to hear that there was so many things that could have been prevented on this set. We do know that it was a low budget. We do know, I know that some people have heard that there was crew members that had walked out. That is the true story. We'll get to that. But really just a sad tale overall.
All right, Josh McBride, I'm so sorry we have to leave it there. Thank you for your excellent reporting, and we hope to see you back here soon.
Thanks, Rutabaga.